Hello, I'm Azrael, and I'm back at Rogue Legacy. Man, you'd think on my days off I'd want some fucking downtime, but I just feel lazy, you know? Didn't mean to do that, but whatever. Alright, let's see. Can I upgrade anything? No, I can't. 20 gold too short. Alright, ended up with Knave, that's fine. Karen can have gold. Yeah, so... I just feel like unless I'm doing something and being productive, God knows this is productive, on my days off, I'm just wasting time. You know, it's like having downtime is not wasting time. We need downtime as people. You can't be switched on all the time, otherwise you're gonna burn out, which happens to me a lot. I mean, I'm prone to it for numerous reasons, not just my medical conditions. But there's nothing wrong with just saying, right, fuck it, today I'm not doing anything. I'm going to sleep all day, or I'm just going to play games all day. There's nothing wrong with doing that every now and again. What have we got? Sir Skunky the Knave. He has no traits. Which can be good or bad. Too heavy. Yeah, see, that's useful. The endomorphy. So if I get hit, it doesn't do the whole fly back thing. Risky hero, low stats, can land devastating strikes. The endemic memory, idemic memory rather, can be useful. I don't remember exactly what it does, but I remember it can be useful. I'll go with Annabelle. Can't upgrade anything. But no, it's like... I feel like if I'm relaxing, I'm wasting opportunities, I'm wasting time. It's no good. I mean, I'm always on edge. I'm always thinking, right, what can I do to be more productive? And honestly, I think a big part of that is being stuck on welfare for a number of years. I mean, that wasn't by choice. That was... I was stuck. I was in a small rural area. No job opportunities. And I mean no job opportunities because I don't have a driver's license. And trying to get driving lessons down there, I'd have to get on the public transport, go to the next town over, hang around for 3 hours for 1 hour driving lesson, hang around for another 2 hours to get home. It's just untenable. Let's see. Barbarian, Mage, Barbarian Dwarf. Yep. It's just untenable. It's like... So I tried moving over to that next town over to try to find work. I was there for almost a year, still nothing. I went to a couple of job interviews. Held on to the job that I had at the time, which was only a couple of hours a week. But it was better than nothing, and oh god, that job that I had, that's a story and a half. So much nepotism and fuckery going on with that. So basically what happened with that was I caught somebody stealing from... Oh shit. I caught someone stealing from there, and they were high up in the hierarchy. And because of their previous job, if they got caught stealing, it would have fucked them up. Okay, I can't get over there. But if they had been caught stealing due to their previous job, let's just say they wouldn't have wanted to end up in prison or anything like that. So naturally they try to find a scapegoat, and that scapegoat ended up being me. But they were really dumb about it, so I was able to more or less counter anything that they threw at me for the most part. So for about 11 months, they were attacking me, trying to get me to either quit or get me fired, or something like that. I'll go with Judson. Like, they set traps for me, try to catch me doing things that I shouldn't be doing, which I wasn't doing in the first place. So there was nothing to catch me doing. They tried to sabotage me. Just stupid shit like that. Hide things, nitpick, try to spread rumours about me. And yeah, I've still got I still get funny about people at work and work environments after that, almost 3 years later. And I've had a steady job for the last 2 years. So yeah, it's yeah. Anyway, so what ended up happening was they couldn't get me out. Couldn't get me out on their own. And this is after they were stealing shit, trying to frame me, spreading rumours, trying to stop me from being able to do my job by putting locks on cabinets that had my supplies in them. Just petty bullshit, really. Right, so how am I supposed to get up there? Anyway. Yeah, what was this? Yeah. So, they can't get me out on their own. And none of their plans are working. They've tried everything they can think of. I'm still there. I'm gonna try to get over there to get that chest. Yeah, so I'm still there. They've tried everything. They're jumping up and down. Can't get me out until what ends up happening is they finally find something that they can do. Now, because of this person and their previous job, they've got connections, and this is their last attempt to get me out, and it actually works for them. So because they've got connections, they know who hired me. Well, they knew who hired the company that hired me. So I was basically working as a subcontractor under a contractor. So they go through their they go through their contacts and they start whispering in their ear. Start trying to pull a few strings. I don't know how they managed to do it. I don't know what they said or did. But eventually, I mean, this is a long-standing contract. Like, I mean, long-standing contract, like years. Probably since the building opened, which probably would have been 15, 20 years. Contract. So, what ends up happening is I get a phone call from my boss and they're basically saying, look, we've been told that if we don't get you out of that building, then what's going to end up happening is this client, which is a big client, is going to pull all of their contracts with us. Like, this is a multi-million-dollar deal. And I'm like, okay, no worries, I get you. I'll be out of there as soon as you need, as soon as you find a replacement. If that's the case, I'm out. I'm not going to put other people out of work, and I'm not going to fuck you guys over. And like, legally they couldn't just get me out of there without me being able to get them on unfair dismissal, because I hadn't done anything wrong. So I just quit. It wasn't like, I'm talking like 11 months of constant harassment, like going week to week, not knowing whether or not I'd have a job. And oh god, it was stressful as hell. Like, I had my boss calling me every 2-3 days. What's this about this complaint? What's this about that complaint? And I'd run him through. Okay, what are they complaining about? Apparently this wasn't done, or that wasn't done, or the other thing wasn't done, or this is over there. That's okay. Let me send you these photos to show that this is done, and we'll go from there. He's like, okay, that's good. I'll chase it up with him again. So we go through all that, and they'd get it, be like, oh well, yeah, well the thing there is what the hell's this? I've forgotten what that thing does. Anyway, they try to make up an excuse. Wouldn't fly. What's the quote on traits on this one? Randomized spells. EHS. Platforms stay open. I was wondering why the platforms were open. Anyway. There's nothing down here. Anyway. What was I saying? Yeah, so he'd say, right, what's this about, or what's that about? I'll be like, look, this is what happened there, or this is that. Like, an example would be, my boss asked me to go and get some of the empty containers out of the storeroom, the disposal. And I'd say, yeah, no worries, I'll go grab them. And I'd go in there and I'd say to him, okay, well, the boss asked me to come in and grab the empty containers. And this person would be like, well, I need to see which containers you're grabbing. Be like, okay. I didn't even have to tell her I was there. I had keys to everything I needed to get into, and it really had nothing to do with that. so she's like, oh, I need to see what you're taking, make sure it's not mine. I said to her, look, I can assure you it is not yours. It has nothing to do with you. I'm just letting you know I'm here as a courtesy. Well, alright. So I grab the containers. Fine then. She storms off, goes back to what she's doing. I write down in a logbook what I was doing there, what time I got there, and what I took, and why. And again, as a courtesy, I let her know I'm leaving. She's like, doesn't even turn around to talk to me. Alright, bye then. Or some bullshit like that. She got real snotty with me. And let's have a look. Barbarian, Knave, Barbarian. That one. Yeah, so she gets real snotty with me, and I'm just like, yeah, whatever, I don't care. So I leave, take the empty containers to where they need to go, and I get a call from my boss. Alright, unlock the latent powers of the mage, transform them into the all-powerful Archmage. I think I'll do that. Transform your measly mages and archmages, master all the arcane arts, and change whatever spells you have on the fly. Great. Anyway, yeah, so I get out of there, and 5 minutes later I get a phone call from my boss. It might have been 5-10 minutes. And he says to me, so what's this I hear about you going into the building and swearing and carrying on? You what? He's like, yeah, that's what I thought. I said, no. Tell me what exactly the complaint is. He says, apparently you went in there, you were saying F this, F that, where's the fucking chemicals, where's fuck you, I don't like you, blah, 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 blah. I'm like, mate, why would I do that? He's like, yeah, that's what I thought. That doesn't sound like you at all. Where did this complaint come from? Oh, it came from the person that you've been having trouble with. I said, well, doesn't that tell you everything? He's like, yeah, it does, but I had to chase it up anyway. I'm like, yeah, that's fine. And number 3, I've paid my dues, I've entered the castle proper. The devil Karen has taken all of our payment. He has pilfered even my private coffers. I've left my wife and children with nothing. This is a surprise for any and all who has the depths of the castle. He says it's fair. It's fair because all who have entered, none have returned. But I will change that. I'll be victorious. There is no greater swordsman than I, even against my siblings. And he says, look, I have to chase it up anyway, just so I could say that I chased it up. And I'm like, yep, fair enough. Alright, let's stay here. Zombies. Keep forgetting about those things. Anyway, yeah, so I'm talking to him for about 10 minutes, and basically what it comes down to is she tried to tell him that I go in there and harass her when I'm not working. And I said to him, that doesn't make any sense, why would I even want to do that? He's like, yeah, I know it doesn't make any sense, and I know she's full of shit. Just don't go in there unless you're working. So, mate, I don't go in there when I'm working, despite the fact, despite the nature of the building. He's like, yeah, that's good, just I'm just telling you, don't go in there unless you're working. I'm like, yep, fine, cool. But now some of the crap they tried to pull while I was working there, man. Alright. Run the barbarian, why not? Alright, convert your baron. Yeah, so I mean, just some of the shit they tried to pull. Some of it came up recently on Facebook because it really picked up around about this time of year, about 3 years ago. So some of the stuff they were doing was they put soap on the disabled toilet floor, and let me repeat that, they would put soap on the disabled toilet floor. And then complain that I wouldn't pick it up when I went in there. And I said to him, you did what? Oh yeah, we put the soap down to see if you'd pick it up. I said, you intentionally put soap on a disabled toilet floor? Yes. You don't see anything wrong with that? No. It's a disabled toilet floor and you put soap down there. What the fuck is wrong with you? And then it finally clicked what they'd done. Oh, well, we had to make sure you were picking it up. Why would you do that? What was something else they did? They'd leave food under couches to see if I'd clean that up in the middle of winter when there were rodents and other things. 3 chests. Yeah, why not? Nothing. That doesn't bother me. Didn't have enough gold for that to be an issue anyway. But yeah, so I'm like, you're putting food under couches in the middle of winter when there's going to be rodents coming inside trying to get out of the cold. Yes. You don't see anything wrong with that either. No. Because you're supposed to be cleaning that up. I'm like, yeah, I'm supposed to be cleaning that up, but I'm only in here a couple of nights a week. Do you know how quickly a fucking mouse or a rat could establish itself in a building like this? Oh, well, fucking idiots, man. And there's, damn it. What else did they do? They were complaining about spiders getting in there in winter. And that I wasn't killing the spiders. I said to him, look, I'm happy to clean up spiders if I see them, but I'm not a pest control expert. Spiders come in during winter because it's cold and there's light. So it's going to attract prey items for them, and they're not going to die outside from the cold. Oh, well, you're supposed to be cleaning up spiders. I said, no, I'm not. I'm not a fucking pest control agent. Without the fucking part. Naturally. When I'm in a professional setting, I don't swear at all. Unless I know who I'm talking to pretty damn well. But no, it's just then like they try to find something for the. They just try to find anything at all. Oh, shit. Like they just try to find anything at all to try to complain about. Like, I was at that job for 5 years, and I probably had one issue that wasn't even my fault. And you get this person in there that was stealing supplies and leaving the alarms off constantly, so people could just walk in there, take what they want, and walk out again. Yeah, I'm on to the Shinobi. Super fast, super deadly warrior. Like, I've got videos of me walking in there for months with the alarms being turned off. So if this does get back to you and you're watching this and you're thinking, oh well, I better do something about this, I have the videos, I have the emails, I have all of the evidence. So come at me. And I'm still fucking angry about it. I'm still fucking angry about it. I mean, losing that job is probably one of the best things that happened to me because I moved here. And I've got a steady job now. I'm doing better for myself here than I ever was down there. But, yeah, it's funny how things like that happen sometimes. And that's the thing with life, though. Sometimes you just get stuck in a rut, or stuck in a fucking hellscape through God knows how long, and then things turn around. And the reason I'm here now is because a friend of mine, she threw me a rope. Right, she's amazing. Amazing friend. Threw me a rope, and first time I knocked her back, I didn't want to borrow money from her. I didn't want to borrow money from her. I felt bad, and I wasn't even sure if I'd be able to pay it back because I didn't have a job. I didn't have any source of income other than welfare. And yeah, that's not where you want to be. I mean, there's people on the welfare now, they think it's hard. I mean, they think it's hard, they think, I mean, there's no doubt that it is hard. But they think it's impossible to live on now. And that's when the welfare is double its rate. Now try living on fucking welfare when it's like $500 a fortnight. You can do it, but you're gonna be living on you're either gonna be living on shit or the cheapest crap you can find. Like, before I had this job, I was living on Fucking lamb hearts, 2-minute noodles. Should probably translate 2-minute noodles. I was living on ramen. I was living on ramen and hot sauce. And if I couldn't afford ramen, I was living on vermicelli. Shit. Alright. How long have I been recording? Half an hour. Yeah, I reckon I'll go through one more. Hypochondriac. Alright, so Sir Dude the Second, Barbarian, Endomorph, and Gay. Let's do that. So the gay trait doesn't really do anything, except for if you manage to finish the game with him. Instead of a woman, at the end, as a love interest as a man. There's nothing wrong with that. It's actually, I like it. It's inclusive. Anybody that's got a problem with that, fuck you. I really don't understand homophobia. Although yeah, there is a meme going around that I do really like regarding homophobia. Basically, homophobia is the fear that you'll be treated by another man the way you treat women. I like that. And it does actually make sense. Actually, the more I think about it, that does make more sense. Like, if you're objectifying women, just looking at them as a sex object, and you're homophobic, yeah, that makes sense. Because if I had somebody looking at me like a sex object, which unfortunately has happened before, yeah, I know, right? Yeah, let's not get into the time that someone tried to rape me. And yes, men can and do get raped. It is, why did I just smash that up? Isn't that easy to get out of this? Alright, I'm gonna probably end up finishing this soon. Yeah, like, after... what's his name? Yeah, after Sir Dude is done, so am I. So, I'm gonna go empty his washing machine. Living in a share house, I try to not hold up the laundry or anything like that. It's not fair to anybody else, like... Oops, there we go. Right, that's the thing. In a share house, you got to share everything, like the common areas, the laundry, the kitchen, the bathroom, anything like that. So if you ever do end up living in one, try not to try not to set the washing machine going or the dryer or anything like that and leave it for hours on end, because somebody else might want to use them. If you end up with assholes as well and they want to use the laundry and you're constantly leaving things in there, you get people just stop the machine, just throw your stuff on the floor, put their stuff in. Don't do that. It hasn't happened to me yet, but what I have had happen is people will do their laundry and leave it overnight or leave it all day, and because they forget about it. I try not to do that. I'm in a real ranty mood today, aren't I? I better finish up with this. Go put my stuff in the dryer. Get some blended happening, I think. Now, if you made it this far, thanks for listening. Thanks for watching. Sorry about the rant. Alright, I'll see you later.